Greetings everyone, it's me, Space Burt, and welcome back to another Let's Play. I'm just heading to the temple area, or the battle arena, or the zombie contraption, whichever you want to call it, from the homestead here. And I want to go ahead and apologize in advance. I've been sick lately, and I sound probably more monotone and dead than usual. So hopefully that's not too distracting, but I feel okay enough to do some Minecrafting, and I wanted to show you guys, and not only show you guys, but this is the topic of the video. I am almost finished with our big project here, this temple area. I am so close to finish that I wanted to dedicate this video to actually finishing it. So let's go take a peek. So that was the zombie contraption area where we were just a minute ago. This is the battle arena if you're new to the series. Yep, here's the secret little pathway out to the temple. And it's so high. It's come a long way. So last time I looked at this in an episode, the side bits were a lot longer. I added an extra layer in between because I thought they were too long and too steep. And I think it looks a lot better with these smaller steps like this. And since I did it at an odd number, some of them are shallower than others, depending, so it's not perfect. Yeah, I wasn't exactly planning to do it that way. It just kind of happened, so I think it's good enough. Like this one's 3 wide, this one's 4 wide. 3 and 4, and 3 and 4. All the way up to the top, and we get to the top, I have the hole just in the center. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Might put staircase, but who knows. But down there is actually the zombie villager contraption, the roof of it. So yeah, in this video, I want to go ahead and make the top cap here. And my thinking for this, I mentioned before, is I want to do some Aztec-like construction. And those are usually like a square little building on top of the pyramid. So I'm going to do some stylized thing with that. But before we get started with that, I want to, well, first take a look at this view. Looks pretty good. You can see the homestead and the other bridge. Eventually, there's going to be a mob farm that comes up off of this, real tall. That'll be pretty cool. And then I got to go ahead and do this bridge, but all in good time. But there's something else I did, too, off camera. Let me grab a bite to eat here. Is I went through the woods here, or the swamp, rather, and I put a bunch of these scarecrow pumpkin guys all over the place, just to add this weirdness to the swamp here, and also help illuminate it so there's less mob, so it makes the battle arena work all that much more effective, even though it's already extremely effective, and I nearly die every time I go in there. But yeah, it adds this strangeness to it. I kind of like. It's like, what creepy place is this? There's these guys everywhere. Yep. Alright, so let me get back up to the top, and we could start thinking about how we want to do this. I kind of have an idea of how I want to do it. I want to use those chiseled stones, which I haven't really done too much with so far, but I feel like that's very Aztec-y, or, yeah, so I'm not quite sure. But I laid out this little foundation area that I think I want to start with. So maybe this is going to be where the base floor is. I better go ahead and make it a solid floor here, so I'm not falling through. I'm going to do that with the smooth stone to make it, stand out from the rest, because everything else is pretty much this cobbled deep slate, and the main stairs is this deep slate tile, which is dark. So we'll make the top a little bit lighter, I'm thinking. Oh! Yep, so, putting that floor in. What? Falling and dying? I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened. Remember, kids, always crouch when you're by a ledge. Brought to you by Space Burt. Alright, now that we have the danger closed up here, time for some more snacks. Let's go ahead and start doing some designing. I'm thinking 4 high is going to be pretty good. Maybe start with these guys. What happens if we do this? Put this on the side. I'm thinking these edge pillars need to be kind of thick. Because, you know, this is all supposed to be made out of stone. Stone's really heavy, so it needs a lot of support. So we can do this. Maybe put one in the middle. Big fat columns. Do I dare go wider? Let's get some of these in there. Maybe we can have a row of these. Something like this. It's hard to see because I'm right on top of it. But I'm thinking for this video, I'm going to kind of build the whole thing with you guys to show you how I, do my building. I usually fast forward through a lot of it because sometimes it'll just be me doing this for 5 minutes. Walking around, looking at it, coming back, going to the other spot, looking at it again, looking at it from this angle. And that could get kind of tedious, and most people don't like to see that, I'd imagine, anyway. But, hey, we're here. Let's do it. So, for these buildings, they usually, if I recall, at least the ones I've seen pictures of and, like, fictional temple-like things, they'll come out further on the roof. And the roof will be just as thick as the building, really. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with this light stone here. I don't want to get too crazy with this red sandstone either, because there's no red anywhere else, and it's going to stick out like a sore thumb, I'm thinking. So I like it, but I don't want to get too crazy. Let's try this out. I'm thinking the edges should be something different. Let's have the edges dark. Maybe I'll do a layer at the bottom and a layer on the top too that's darker, so it's kind of, multi-toned. And it kind of will frame it out, I'm thinking. So I want to incorporate some lights in here, I'm thinking, because I want to be able to see it good from the homestead, the top of this. I also want it to look good, so I don't want to just have lights on the edge. So let me go I brought a bunch of frog lights, and I'm thinking I'll do something with that. Which on the frog light topic, I'm almost about to have to go back and get some more. Seems like I'm always having to get frog lights. Maybe we could do an inner row. Now for the covering, because I don't want it just to be light. Or maybe I do. Maybe that would look good. Let's see. No, I don't like it. And it looks like I do need those corner parts. I'm going to go put those back and try something different. So I did a little bit of testing, and I think I like this pattern right here. This is pretty cool. It's almost like teeth. But it's good. You can see the light behind it, and it's not just solid light, and it kind of adds to this, this stylized look of the side bits. And I tried fence at first, but that didn't look good. These brick tufts, it pretty much covers the entire light, so I'm not going to do that. But the staggered half blocks, I think, came out pretty good, so I'm going to go with that. Let me get my stuff back. Alright, so now I think I'm going to go ahead and put some of these fence down and help stylize this even more. That looks pretty good, I think. Might do a border around the bottom. Yeah, let's try that. I think that looks okay. I don't know. Is this too bright? Maybe I should do dark blocks. Maybe I should do some kind of deep slate in there. I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. I'm just going to sit with it for a while and just keep going. Add some of these outside. I might as well do bright since the top's bright. If I change those to dark, I'm going to change these to dark too, I think. Okay, I still have a bunch. Let's add these in. Maybe add some fences in to make this look, I don't know, more column-y. Yeah, that looks good. I like those fence posts in there. That makes it look more stone. I'm still not sold on this light, though. Next thing to do is to work out the inside. I guess I'll put the roof up first. I want to do all half slabs because I don't want mobs spawning up here, and I don't necessarily want to put lights up here either. But that may change in the future. Who can say? Now we need to figure out this inside part. I'm thinking maybe this can go all the way to the ceiling. Oh, I destroyed these too soon. So I know it's not going to go against that because it's a half slab, or will it? I can't remember if that's the bottom. Oh yeah, it will. There we go. That works just like that. And then maybe we can come with some of these guys. Let me think about this for a bit. I think this is it. Just finish the arch, and I put one row of these half slabs of this light colored stone up top. It was throwing me off for a minute because this pillar was missing, and I'm like, something's wrong here. But no, nothing was wrong. I was just silly. So yeah, there's that. Yep, so now I just need to repeat this on all corners, and we can start utilizing the center. I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot in the center. I might just put a stairwell that goes down, like maybe you come right up, and then there's another stairwell that goes down inside. I'm thinking maybe. At least for now. Maybe in the future we could do something more interesting with this. We'll see how it goes. But right now, I think it's coming together pretty good. Nice and stony like it should be. So let me go ahead and do these other corners. Alright, so I finished all the corners. I plotted out the center. I'm thinking this is going to be a big stairway that goes down. And I also added these fences on the side right here. I think that's a nice touch. So far it's coming together pretty darn good. I am liking it. And I'm thinking for here, we can do some stairs. Let's go ahead and map this out. So now we could just do some stairs here. And this is going to be the dangerous part, I'm thinking. Which I might save this for another time. I already died once. I guess nothing some scaffolding can't fix. Let's get this going. I think that's good enough for now. Let me go back around and get up top. Or maybe I could do it. Might as well just do it from here. Alright. Lots of stairwells. Let me make this a little bit nicer of a transition. And there you have it. Let's go to a vantage point here and take a better look at it. You know, I don't like the light top. I'm going to have to do something about that. I'm here, climbed on some trees to get a good vantage point. But yeah, I don't like that light top. I need to do something. Yeah, I think that's better. I went ahead and got rid of the light bricks with some polished deep slate. I think that one looks the nicest. I tried the tuft. It was too much of the same with the border. And I tried this stone brick, and it was still kind of, a little too light. So I think it ties together better with the actual pyramid itself with the deep slate. So yeah, it looks pretty good from far away. Yeah, okay. Let me get out of here. And there's one last thing I want to do for this video. So let me get down and we can go and do that. Alright, so we're back here at the homestead. We can see it out in the distance. Looks pretty good. It's kind of its own little mountain. And I want to get rid of some of these to do things. So we've built the zombie villager trap. That's done. I finished the outside of the swamp temple. That's, it right there. And I lit up the swamp around the battle arena with all of those pumpkin scarecrow dudes. So 3 things off the chopping block. Feels good. Can't wait to do some more. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, yeah. Take care.